Today, we're talking about social media, Instagram, TikTok, kids ages 7 to 15, and what our role really is. This is a topic a lot of us moms feel very different on. And I want to start by saying I'm not here to judge anyone. As a mom of 3 adult children, I can only speak to my experience. And I'm not a therapist. I'm not a tech expert. But I've raised 3 kids. And I've taught thousands and thousands of children since I was 14 years old. So I've seen firsthand what happens behind the scenes when parents don't always know what's going on. Kids want it. Let's start here. Our kids want Instagram and TikTok because they want to belong. That's where their friends are. That's where trends happen. That's where identity is forming now. It's not always rebellion. It's often connection. We grew up passing notes and talking on house phones. They grow up with group chats and algorithms. And when we say absolutely not, never, without a conversation, it doesn't make it go away. It just makes it more powerful, more secret, more exciting. I even learned this the hard way. My youngest son was 16 years old, and while you think 16 is old enough, it's actually the most vulnerable. Someone messaged him saying they wanted to buy his football photos. They told him they would send him a check. He needed to cash it, send them half the money, and he could keep the rest. Now, as adults, we hear that and think obvious scam. But he was 16. All he heard, they want me, they like me, I'm going to make money. He didn't hear scam. He heard validation. And that's what we don't always understand as parents. Predators and scammers don't start with threats. They start with attention. It ended very badly, obviously. There were threats made. He was terrified. He didn't want to tell his dad. He was too scared to tell him. So he called me crying, not able to breathe. And of course, mom handled it. But more importantly, I didn't judge him. I walked him through it. What manipulation looks like, why strangers offer money, why validation can be weaponized. And I still think about this. If he had been too afraid to call me, if he thought I would say, I told you so, who knows what could have happened? Our kids have to feel safe coming to us without feeling stupid, without feeling ashamed, and without feeling like they'll lose everything if they admit they messed up. They're kids. They don't have the brain development yet to filter what we can filter. The algorithm is designed to keep them hooked. It feeds comparison, it feeds perfection, it feeds attention. And if we don't guide them through it, you guys, someone else will. Friends, influencers, strangers, other 12-year-olds giving advice about adult situations. The world will influence them. That part isn't optional. The question is, who influences them more? For me, it became less about never and more about how do I guide you safely? That means conversations about grooming, conversations about scam, explaining why strangers compliment them. It's not flattering, it's a red flag. Keep the phones out of the bedroom, password transparency, supervise when appropriate, an ongoing conversation, not a lecture. You don't have to hand a 9-year-old Instagram, but you do have to prepare a 9-year-old for the world they're walking into. Because right now, we still have time. Time to build trust. Time to model boundaries. Time to teach critical thinking. This is not about fear. This is about leadership. This is about asking ourselves, would I rather parent my child through social media or let the rest of the world do it? This is a topic meant for a deeper conversation to get more parents' points of views. We'll be bringing more guests in on this topic. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Remember, I'm not a therapist. I'm only here to share women's real life experiences and then let you decide what is best for you. Because at the end of the day, we don't control the world, but we do get to show up for our kids inside of it. If this episode spoke to you, don't just sit with it. Move through it. Download the Iconic Dance app and tap into the emotion-based dance workouts inside Get Salty, designed to help you release, reset, and rebuild through movement. And if you're watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's next. This is Real Talk with Jenny, and remember, rock bottom isn't the end. It's the rebuild.